So if you want to actually support this channel, I'm going to give you my Bitcoin address, and that's how you actually receive any kind of payments. And let me go ahead and give that to you. It's actually 1 capital A 4 capital X W6T2. I mean, honestly, I really wish there was an easier way to actually do this, and that's why I'm going to be telling you about a company that's supposed to be making this a whole lot easier in terms of receiving Bitcoin payments or any kind of payments for other cryptocurrencies. Anyway, let me just get back to this because it's very long. Damn, I forgot where I left off. 1 capital A 4 capital X What's up, Crypto Land? Black Crypto here, bringing another cryptocurrency video where I talk about the base of Bitcoin and everything else cryptocurrency. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the technology behind cryptocurrencies, because I'm always telling you guys it's not about the money, it's about the technology. While you're out there trying to trade and try to make money off of cryptocurrencies, there are a lot of individuals and companies that's building on the technology and making it better, of course, for us and for our future. So that's why I want to talk a lot about this unstoppable domains today, because in terms of that public address, in terms of how you receive your cryptocurrencies payments, that might be very difficult for you to remember or try to send to somebody in terms of getting that cryptocurrency payment. But with this company, they're doing something that is going to make that a lot easier. Not only that, they're definitely revolutionizing the way that companies are using the technology in terms of blockchain. We're going to be talking a little bit about that in terms of not only understanding these public addresses, why unstoppable domains are very important to the future of cryptocurrency. And also, I want to definitely say that this video is also sponsored by them. They actually were kind enough to actually give me my own domain on the blockchain. And that's what we're going to be talking all about in this video. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about unstoppable domains. Now, unstoppable domains is a domain registrar, and you're of course used to this with, for instance, Godaddy. You're going to go to Godaddy to register a .com or a .net or .org for your name, and then with that name you can do so many different things with that by, for instance, creating a website or a business underneath that domain website URL. So of course, when it comes to unstoppable domains, they're allowing you to create a digital identity in a decentralized way on the blockchain. And this is very powerful because of course with this name, what you can do is have a universal username, or you can create a website with this URL, and you can also receive payments, of course, with this unique name. Now, when it comes to unstoppable domains, they are doing a whole lot when it comes to these names and what you can actually do with them. And of course, they're making all kinds of partnerships, not only on chain, for instance, with Chainlink. I'll talk a little bit about that in terms of what you can do with that. For instance, connecting your Twitter to your actual name. And of course, they're making other partnerships in terms of on-chain with different apps or different wallets that you can actually connect your actual name to. And of course, off-chain, for instance, with Cloudflare. With Cloudflare, they use them in terms of a distributed web revolver. That's a little bit technical in terms of all of that. That's a little bit more than this video, but it's very important that they're actually doing that. And that's how they're kind of making all of this actually working. I'll actually explain a little bit more about this coming up. Now, let me go ahead and break things down just a little bit more in terms of technically, because I'm always telling you guys it's not about the money, it is also about the technology. So when it comes to public addresses, you also have something called a public address and a private key. Now, public address, of course, is this long string of characters that I was also reading off to you in terms of, like, for instance, a Bitcoin address. Now, in terms of a private key, this is something that you want to hold dear to you and you do not want to give out to anybody, but it's also a string of characters. Now, when you have a wallet, for instance, you might see it say back it up into a seed phrase. And this is pretty much a way that is represented to you to easily know that actual, string of characters in terms of that public key. So that's an easy way to actually do that. So when it comes to an actual public address, this is something that you give out publicly to somebody if you want to actually get an actual cryptocurrency payment. But of course, how do you do that if you want to make it a little bit easier for you? Up until now, there really hasn't been a way to really do this very easily. And that's why I'm going to actually break down these 3 different ways in terms of how you can send a cryptocurrency payment, which will lead us to the way in terms of which I think is the most revolutionized way in terms of sending a cryptocurrency payment, and the way that you will only send cryptocurrency payments in the future. Okay, so the first way that you can actually send a cryptocurrency payment, or the way that it's actually represented, is by a public address or a QR code, which you can scan, and it's the visual representation of that actual code or that string. So when it comes to an actual public address, there are many benefits to this and also some cons to this. Of course, what benefit is you know exactly what your actual address is by that string of characters. Of course, it's transparent because you know exactly what it is, and you can also go and trace that. But when it comes to, for instance, a downfall, that means it's hard to remember. And if you get it wrong by giving somebody the wrong address, of course, you will not receive any kind of payment. So you definitely have to watch out for something like that. Okay, so the second way that you can actually receive a cryptocurrency payment or send one to somebody is by using an email. Now, of course, this is tied to an exchange. What I mean by that, of course, is like PayPal, for instance. If you want to send somebody a PayPal payment, all you need is their email address, and you can send them a PayPal payment with their email. So when it comes to using cryptocurrencies, you can actually send somebody a payment just with their email, but they have to be attached to a specific exchange that you're also on. So this has some benefits and also some cons with that as well. So of course, the benefit is it's easy to remember in terms of remembering somebody's email address by sending them that email payment very quickly on the exchange that you are on. But of course, the con is you're tied in to that cryptocurrency exchange. For instance, with Coinbase, you can actually send somebody a cryptocurrency payment with Coinbase using your email. But of course, that person has to be on Coinbase as well. Okay, so the third, and I think the best way to receive and send any kind of cryptocurrency payments is by a human readable address. And that's what we're talking about in terms of unstoppable domains. Now, of course, in terms of my public address, I gave you that, but what if there's a real easy way to represent that? And of course, that's mine in terms of blkcrypto.crypto. Now, of course, they gave me this domain to bring you this video, and that's my name on the blockchain. And there's so many different things that I can do with this actual name and the benefits of this human readable address. Of course, what does that mean is you can now connect your name to, for instance, multiple wallets. They're doing a lot of great connections with all of these different wallets, like for instance, the MetaMask wallet, that you can also put in that name instead of a actual address. Go ahead and actually try it out if you actually have that name or know somebody with an actual name. Not only that, you can actually create a website with your name. Not any ordinary website, an unstoppable website, a website that is decentralized on the blockchain, meaning that nobody can stop your website or control your website but you. There's so many different things and so many benefits to actually being able to take part of having your name on the actual blockchain. So definitely check out all of the different apps that supports in terms of unstoppable domains, and also check out the browsers that support unstoppable domains in terms of the Opera browser and the Brave browser, which does this natively. And then of course with some of the other browsers where you have to actually use an extension. Now, of course, in terms of the actual cons to this is that there will take a little bit of technicality in terms of understanding and actually getting things up and running. But of course, when it comes to you actually owning your name on the blockchain, it is very easy to actually do this. If you want to get actually started and getting your name on the blockchain, it's very easy to actually go ahead and do this. All you need is really just a credit card. You do not need cryptocurrencies to actually get started. You can just go ahead and search your actual name that you actually want on the blockchain, and then simply go ahead and look at the price that they're going to be offering for that. Now, in terms of this, in terms of one of the powerful things about owning your name on the blockchain is that it's forever. It's not like, for instance, when you own a .com or a .net, where you have to do a renewal every single year for that domain. And if you forget about it, you might actually lose it. But one of the powerful and the most beneficial things about owning your name on a blockchain and with unstoppable domains is once you buy your domain, it's yours forever. Now, typically all of their cryptocurrency domains that they have start at about $20 and go up from there. Of course, the .crypto is around $40, and depending on the name that you choose, it can be a whole lot more valuable. Also, right now, you need to definitely take advantage of their promotion that they're doing right now, where if you spend $1, you'll get $3 back in terms of a $100 million airdrop that they're going to be doing just to thank all of the customers. So that's right. If you pretty much buy a domain, you're really going to get the opportunity to buy 3 more domains when that actual money drops in your actual account. But of course, this may vary depending on the actual extension that you want and the name that you actually choose. All right, Cryptoland, so there you have it. So that's all you need to know about unstoppable domains, and why I keep on telling you it's about the technology. You need to go out there and start finding out what are all of these companies out there, are these new companies that are out there doing something with cryptocurrency and the technology in terms of blockchain. And that's why I think this company is going to be one of the most viable companies in the future. We already know in terms of, like, for instance, a Godaddy, how valuable a Godaddy is when it comes to you actually getting your own name in terms of creating a website. But now that you're getting into Web3 and that technology, we're going to be seeing things with the internet that we have not seen before or imagined. And this is one of the powerful things that you can do with your name on the blockchain. Not only that, if you want to support the channel, of course, I'm going to be showing in the future how you can actually claim this actual address and set it all up and start receiving payments, so you can be able to go ahead and do that for yourself as well. Guys, I'm Black Crypto. Thanks for checking out this cryptocurrency video. Make sure you go ahead and check out that affiliate link that I have in the description below. If you want to help support this actual channel, I'll actually get a commission for that if you actually buy any domains for yourself. Guys, make sure you also leave a comment below. Let me know what names are you thinking about in terms of getting, or that you actually own. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you'll be notified anytime I release any new videos right here on this channel. And also, hit that like button. Helps me get these videos recommended out there to everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.